as soon as she tried to grab him to put cuffs on him, he just grabbed her and... What's up YouTube? It's your boy Manok once again, and this is Manok Presents Sailor Stories, where I talk about stories when I used to be in the Navy. This is episode 12. Captain's Mast! So if you went to Captain's Mast, you already know you were royally fucked. Because if you went to Captain's Mast and you were being charged with something, you already know you were going to go down. They were going to give you restriction time, you were going to get jail time, and probably extra duty time, where they make you muster like 7 times a day. Muster is where the Master of Arms sits there with a list and he's like calling out names. He's like, Pedro, McCoy! And then while he's calling out the names, people be walking in like... They go sign their name and they walk away. Go back to the line. And then they have to stand at attention during the whole process. Anyways, if you went to Captain's Mast and you were not a witness of a crime or something like this, you already know what was going to go down. Depending on how bad the thing that you did was the punishment that you were going to get. If they caught you disorderly conduct while drinking and you were overseas, they were going to smash you with the maximum. If you were caught disrespecting an officer, they will hit you with the maximum. There were 2 types of Captain's Mast. One was just you, your chain of command, the chain of command of the other person involved, if there was another person involved, and the officers and the captain itself and the Master of Arms. That's what they call a closed Captain's Mast. Then there will be an open Captain's Mast, where the whole ship would attend. And basically, when this happened, was to make an example of the person who actually committed the crime. For example, there was this one dude that he wrote a letter to the admiral begging him to go overseas because he wanted more money for his family and he knew he was going to be taken care of. He went overseas because he was going to get more money to sustain his family. And he really wanted to be overseas. So he wrote a letter to the admiral. So the admiral felt, compelled to the situation and sent them overseas on some orders to Japan. He arrives to Japan. That same night he gets drunk. I don't know what happened, but when he passed the main gate, he shows his ID to the Master of Arms that's there. And something happened. I don't know what really went on, but he started arguing with the female that asked for his ID because he was kind of drunk. She was lower ranking than him. But MAs have the authority of an officer, so you don't outrank him if it comes to that point. But he was arguing, and then she told him to stop, and she was going to put cuffs on him because he was acting up and he was belittling because he was drunk. And as soon as she tried to grab him to put cuffs on him, he just grabbed her and he just jumped on her, started beating her. Then everybody just ran and they were trying to get him off of her. And it was crazy. The next day, they hold the open Captain's Mast. Everybody was there. They made an example out of him. They took his rank off. He was a first class. They made him second class. Something else that he violated, they made him third class. Not only that, they gave him 60 days restriction. 60 days in a brig. They gave him the maximum at the captain's level, and they sent him up to Admiral's Mast because the admiral that he had asked to be there was going to be there. So you already know he was going to get the punishment, and he got kicked out. Well, that's it for this episode of Manok Presents Sailor Stories. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys around.